Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. We're kicking stuff off today with a very important taste test. If you remember when I was down in London at the weekend, Pab took me jam shopping, as he always does, at Fortnum Mason. But for the first time, I purchased some jam of my own. I got Anna a nice raspberry jam because she likes a nice raspberry jam, but I also wanted to get a weird jam as well because Pab always gets his mum rose petal and prosecco jam, which to me just sounds weird. So I tried to find the weirdest jam that they have, and that was banana preserve, which, I mean, it even says on the back it's a banana extra jam, contains sugar, banana, gelling agents, pectin, citric acid. It smells like bananas. Anna's the other side of the camera because she's still got her gym jams on. It smells like banana. But the only way to test jam, you can't just stick your mouth in there or a spoon. You got to get it on a piece of toast. So I've been out to the shop, purchased some bread, purchased Anna some hipster bread. We're gonna make some toast and try banana jam. On the subject of toast as well, I don't think we've mentioned this on the vlog yet. I have talked about it on Twitter. For the first time in my life, I've got a 4-slice toaster. I feel like the king of the world. It's fantastic. Anna, your toast is ready. Mine is still cooking. What a world! Here's a question as well. Anna, because she's weird, doesn't put butter underneath her jam. Do you butter before jam? Are you normal like me? And let's take a big old scoop of this. Gotta cover the slice in it. So, banana jam.
Banana jam.
On toast.
Yeah.
It tastes how you'd imagine. It's wrong. It's really wrong.
It's not bad though.
No, the flavours are all nice, but my mouth's just angry about it because you shouldn't. It tastes jammy, but also tastes banana-y.
Where's my other jam?
I left it in the other room. It's all right. Fortnum Mason know their jam.
Well, I had hoped to start recording videos for lollujo 2 again today. But I don't know if you can hear behind me. There's work being done outside, water, big hole being dug and filled in. So I guess it'll wait until Thursday. Got some more editing to do anyway. I've got to get this final Football Manager video finished off, and then I might finally, towards the end of the week, if they don't sneak the beta out, get a chance to actually sort out the rest of this garage. Maybe. Well, this is what they did. They've finally gone. Does that mean this is wet?
No, I don't think
Can I scrape my name in it?
so.
No idea what that was all about. We certainly didn't ask them to come, but come they did, and turn our water off they also did, but it should now all be sorted.
Well, I have got one very grumpy Andy on my hands. It's only 10 to 6 and he's just gone upstairs just to cool down for a little while after shouting at me across the room. Cut a long story short, in fact there's a couple of strands to this story. Part 1, he had a really good day at school. He's had a really good day, came home in a relatively good mood, but for some reason had it in his head that Anna was coming home from work at 6 and not 10. When she gets home at 6 when she goes to uni, but every Tuesday for the last 14, 15 months she's finished at 10 o'clock. So I don't know if he thought it wasn't Tuesday or had decided because the last couple of times she's been out, and in fact last week we weren't picking her up at 6, perhaps it was because we've missed some 6 o'clock finishes because she finished at 10 last Tuesday and then Thursday and Friday we picked her up from uni. He perhaps thinks she's due a 6 o'clock finish before another 10 o'clock one, I don't really know, but he wasn't best pleased about that, but then kind of got over it relatively quickly. But then I made him his dinner, his waffles and his fish fingers, and he ate the fish fingers but just scrunched the waffles up into a ball and wouldn't eat them. Hopefully that's not the start of something bad. He asked for some more and I said no because I didn't want him to just scrunch more up into a ball, and he got in a grumpy about that. It's past meal times now. He has his waffles and his fish fingers at meal times, and outside of meal times he has crisps. That's what we've been enforcing. I haven't yet had to come across a scenario where he, for whatever reason, doesn't eat his dinner and then asks for more a little bit later. I think the right thing to do is say no, which is what I've done. I could really use Anna being here for her thoughts on it though. I mean, I know what Anna's thoughts would be. Anna's thoughts would be give him more, but that kind of undoes a lot of the good work that we've done getting him into these meal times, and he understands the idea now. If he eats his meals at meal times, and outside of that he can snack on crisps. So I don't know if I did his waffles wrong today or what, but he just wasn't particularly happy about that. And then I put him on Goat Simulator, or turned Goat Simulator on. He'd been asking for it all evening. I kept saying to him after dinner, I suspect that might be why the waffles got scrunched, because he was trying to rush through dinner so that he could get to Goat Simulator. So that one might be on me. I might need, rather than saying after dinner, to rephrase that to 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whatever it might be, rather than making it seem like if you rush through dinner you get the game quicker. See, just talking this through, it's like therapy. I hadn't thought that until just now, but that's probably what's caused that element of it. But then when I turned Goat Simulator on, I was in the middle of setting it up, and he just lunged at the fireplace where Anna's got all her Fallout figures and just like knocked 3 of them off for no reason at all. So I turned Goat Simulator off again and said, no, you're not playing it. If you're going to do that, you can wait. And I said, you can wait 20 minutes. You can play the game in 20 minutes. And he spent 3 minutes shouting at me about it. While I had a timer on the phone to show him that he's got to wait for the timer to go down because what he did was bad. And he shouted at me a little bit, and then he's just before I turned the camera on, has just marched out of the room saying Goat Simulator tomorrow, and has gone upstairs. So I'll go and check on him in a few minutes, but it doesn't sound like he's grumping up there, as in he's not throwing stuff around, he's not having a meltdown, there's not any major issues going on, I don't think. I think what it boils down to more than anything is he's struggling with the clocks changing. We get this a little bit every year. For him to get home from school and it already be almost dark, he gets home at 3:30 and the sun's already setting. I think that throws him off a little bit. That might be where the initial confusion around what time Anna finishes came in. And for him to be eating his dinner when it's dark outside, that's new this week, and that might be throwing him off a little bit. I think he's probably tired because he's been keeping some strange hours when he's been getting up. And then obviously, although it's only 6 o'clock now, a few days ago it would have been 7 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock he does start getting tired. So perhaps he's a little bit tired, or he's definitely a little bit more tired than he'd normally be at this point. But I'm going to give him until the timer runs down. I know what he's like. He's probably running the timer in his head, and he'll walk back through that door good as gold, right as rain, as the timer goes off on my phone. But in the unlikely event that he doesn't, I'll go up and check on him again when the timer runs down. And part of me suspects that if he doesn't come down as the timer's going off, I'll go out there and he'll be asleep. Because usually when we have a series of niggly grumpy moments, it's usually tiredness is at the source of it. So I'll check in on him and see how he's getting on with his tiredness. I think it's also, again, thinking out loud as I'm talking to you, he's a little bit thrown off because Amy's not here and it's a Tuesday, so that could have been the other reason. He thought that Anna was finishing at 6 o'clock because Anna finishes at 10 o'clock when Amy's here, but Amy's not here today because she spent yesterday here because she didn't go back to school until today. And we swapped a few things around with that routine because I hadn't seen her since over the weekend and stuff because I was down in London. So routine is a little bit mixed up and messed up. Clocks have changed. And I don't know what the issue was with the Fallout figures. I know they've all got faces on, which he doesn't like, but they've been there for years and he's never knocked them off before. So I don't think there's anything new about them today, but for whatever reason he just wanted to knock a few off. I don't even know that he was deliberately knocking them off, but he lunged at them and several fell down. I don't know what he was doing. No idea at all. I doubt I'll ever know, but I've put them back together and put them back where they're supposed to be, and he's upstairs cooling off. So we'll see what he's like if and when he comes down, I guess. I have no idea. No idea. And in other news, it looks like I've broken my other camera. I don't know if you can see on the front there, the lens cover on the front isn't closing properly on it. I think if I hold it at that angle and then close it, you'll see the lens cover is not closing. This is the one, this is the G7X Mark II, so it's not the newest one of these little cameras that we've got. This is the one that I got probably around Easter time, when we finally replaced the previous one because of the dead pixel that we had on that. Oh, it's closed that time. Anyone know what to do about that? I had a look on YouTube, and apparently just sticking a plastic thing under there and just bending stuff back the other way stops it catching. There you go, it's caught again that time. But I'm thinking, because I only bought this 6 months ago, return it to PC World. Swap it over for a new one. Pretend I haven't got a muff velcroed on the top. Just peel that off. Because that shouldn't be happening after only 6 months. That, I know it's a known issue with the G7X, but I've never had it happen before. And the previous one I've had nearly 3 years now. And the only issue we ever had with that was the screw falling out the back really early on that I repaired myself. And then the dead pixel that ultimately led to it being replaced. But I'd rather have one tiny little dead pixel than a lens cover that never closes and a scratched up lens. So we will, I'll probably look into returning that to PC World. Won't I, Dave? 5 more minutes left on this timer. I can hear him walking around upstairs, so he's not asleep. So we're going to go and check on him in 5 minutes, okay? Deal? Deal.
You're going to go simulator on through Andy's eyes?
Yeah, Goat Simulator will be on through Andy's eyes soon. You're not filming it tonight?
Yeah.
But you're going to play it, aren't you? I'll sit and do that video now. Yes, while you're on here. Came down. Good as gold. Perfect mood. Was like 3 minutes late, but I'll allow it. And now he's finally getting to play his Goat Simulator as originally planned. No, why are you in the store? No store. Just play the game.
Going to a fair. I'm going to the caravan park.
You're going to go to a caravan park, are you? I know nothing about this game. Okay, you go to the fair. That sounds like a lot of fun. Right, I'm going to edit your video now then.
Let's go to the fair.
Okay.
I'm ready.
And half hour or so of Goat Simulator and a few bags of crisps later, and he was completely happy. And he's now upstairs messing around on his iPad, watching Goat Simulator videos, getting ready for me to go up and tell him it's time to settle down for bed in about 20 minutes time. So he's fine now. Still not entirely sure what caused that, but lots of learning points from earlier. Tomorrow we have his EHCP meeting. I know we thought we had it a few weeks ago. We actually have it tomorrow, so that's going to be quite a big one. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. But for now, I think I am going to end the vlog here because I'm going to go and get him ready for bed soon and then sit and play FIFA for a bit while I wait for Anna to come home. And then we'll watch the Bake Off final. So if you have enjoyed this vlog, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And thank you very much for watching.